Welcome back to another video. I'm Jalil. In today's video, we're doing more of like a day in the life. So today's agenda, I have a 3D virtual tour that I'm doing and possibly taking some aerial shots with my drone. So for those who don't know, or for those of you who are new, I have a 3D virtual tour business where I go around and go to properties that sometimes vacant, mostly vacant, and I'll set up my 3D camera, whether my Insta360 or my Matterport, and I will take a 3D virtual tour of the entire property, upstairs, downstairs, bedroom, kitchen, bathrooms. And what this does is it allows buyers that are not, or they don't want to be physically inside the house, it allows them to view it and walk through it and get a good feel of what that property is like, the space, and that way the seller can feel comfortable during these times also, that they don't have a bunch of people walking through their property. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm getting set up. There's a few last minute items that the sellers are removing from the property because anything that's inside the property could get picked up by the tour, by the camera. So whether it's a broom, a dustpan, if there's some glasses on the table and you don't want it inside the shot, then you really want to get it out the shot, get it out the frame. So they're finishing up with that. Yo, it's cold out here today. So in New York, out east, we in Copac right now. It's probably like, I think it's like 20 something, 25 degrees. It's a little cold. So that's number one. And then depending on the time and the sunlight left, we'll do some drone shots. I'm also a licensed remote pilot, and this is good for my business. Most of this business comes from word of mouth, so you always want to do a good job, and this could generate even more business in the future. So this is just one arm of my real estate business that I do to bring in some extra income. If you know this is something that you feel like you may like, you should try it out too. So I'll bring you along. I'll show you how I set up, the equipment I use, small tips and tricks that I do, you know, when I'm taking when I'm taking these 3D virtual tours, and you know, let me know what you think. If you find this video useful, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, get your free stocks below using my link. Don't miss out on 4 free stocks worth up to $1,600. It's free. Use my Robinhood link below as well, and let's get started. Let's go. So yeah.
Open house.
So the Matterport's a lot more work than the Insta360, but the quality's a lot better. So you know, you get what you pay for. And tripod doesn't come with the camera, by the way. Case does not come with the camera, by the way. And getting set up right now. We're gonna make sure that there's plenty of sunlight coming through, the place is clear, because whatever's in the area is gonna get picked up by the camera. So if you don't want any 3D tour, take it out from now so you don't have any 3D tour. So just like that broom and that dustpan over there, I'm gonna move that out. That glass is on the countertop, I'm gonna move that out. And that's it. This tour should take me roughly about maybe an hour, if that, and get in and out and move on to next order of business. All right, let's get started. So I just finished up the 3D virtual tour with the Matterport. Now I usually don't use the Matterport, and because I don't usually use it, I didn't realize how long it takes. So it is now 3 o'clock. I got here at 11:40. Now it didn't take me that many hours because the house is probably about like 1,500 square feet. But the seller was still here, so negotiation was still going on between the seller and the agent. The seller was kind of like slow to leave the property, and I have to wait for them to leave so that I could do the 3D scan, because I don't want them in the images and they don't want to be in the images. But that probably cost us another hour and a half. And then there was some hiccups while scanning the property, you know, with some of the doors, and the scans wouldn't align properly due to the layout of the property. It was a kind of special, so that's why it took so long. But done now. got another client in the chamber. They never did 3D scans before, so now all their future listings, they want to use me, and that's good business. So, you know, one hand washes the other. Now I just have to go home, tighten up a little few loose ends on the scan, you know, like align the mirrors, make sure all the scans are good so I don't have to go back. I did this already, you know, while I was in the property. I made sure that like all the scans checked out. But now we're done. I don't want to do anything else for the rest of the day. I want to get some food. I think Chad probably want to get some food too. So
Yeah, man.
get some juice and some maybe some jerka. I don't know. But thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions about 3D scans, being an agent, being an investor, you know, just leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. I really, 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 really appreciate it for all like 600 of you watching. I know that may not be a lot to many, but that's a lot to me, and I appreciate you guys. So thanks for watching again. Get your free stocks below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Okay, so before you leave this video, I want to show you what the final product of the 3D tour that I took today looks like. That way, if you were to do a 3D tour or you were to hire someone for a 3D tour, you have an idea of what the result will be once you get the final product. So let's take a quick walkthrough of the full house that I did the 3D tour and see what you can and what you can't do, some tips and tricks for if you were to use this as well. So here we start out inside of the property, and with the Matterport, the reason I like it over the Insta360 is because the quality is a little bit better. So you can see the exposure outside is pretty good. You can see the cars outside the other houses, but inside still looks pretty great as well. So the floor, the kitchen, the paint, the Insta360 in my opinion tends to like blur the colors a little bit more. So that's why I like the Matterport. Now these small circles on the floor, these are exactly where I took the scans of. So if you click on one of the circles, then the scan, or you'll start to walk through the tour. So it's like almost like a guide. So let's go upstairs. Upstairs we have, I believe, 2 bedrooms and the bathroom. So something that you want to do that I made a mistake of during this tour was, or I left some door stoppers at home. So this door continued to try to close. It wouldn't stay open, which is the reason why you see this little crack here to get inside this first bedroom. Keep all the doors open, that we have a smooth flow throughout the 3D tour. And then you can walk through the tour. Here's the first bedroom, and anyone who's looking online that may be interested in purchasing this property, they can get a feel of the space inside these bedrooms, inside the bathroom, to know if it's something that they want to invest in. All right, now we can see next up we have the bathroom, and it shows you exactly, you know, the tiles, the shower. I try to avoid any mirrors or glass, that way you can't see the Matterport camera when you are doing the tour. But this is really dope for people who, you know, want to give their clients the opportunity to visit the place virtually instead of physically. Whether it's time constraints or they simply just don't want to physically be in the property for whatever reason. Upstairs is pretty good. I did a couple scans up here. It's a pretty large bedroom. I probably should have opened up these blinds a little bit more, or these curtains, that way to let more light in and give them an idea. But still looks pretty dope. A little closet space there. And let's go back downstairs. So anyone looking at this property could just walk through the entire house really quickly, give them an idea if they actually want to see it in person, or if they want to put an offer in. Here we have the kitchen. They can see what kind of appliances there are. Cool, walk out. You can see the backyard. And let's see what we have in the basement. So in the basement we have a bathroom. Once again, avoiding the mirrors. You can see the soap, the toilet bowl. This blur right here, that's the actual Matterport camera itself. So it automatically blurs out the tripod legs, so you don't have that in the frame. And that's the entire house really quickly. Now, what you can do after you've taken the tour for your client, let's go back upstairs and show you. Let's say you wanted to be even more detailed. You can edit this tour and include tags, measurements, pictures, delete scans, whatever you want. So let's say someone who's looking at the tour and they want to know whether or not they can fit a couch in the living room. Maybe they have an extra large L-shaped couch, whatever the case may be. You can add measurements to your tour. That way they know exactly what fits there and they don't waste their time, they don't waste your time. So once I edit it, I can simply click on the measurements option and look at this right here. From this wall or this corner, I simply just drag and drop all the way to the other side where the baseboard is, and it shows me that it's almost 3 meters. So now you can measure the couch that you have and decide whether or not this space is a decent space for whatever you're trying to put there. And that measurement will stay there. So you can also do things such as tags. So let's say you have, I don't know, this stove here. You wanted to highlight this stove for whatever reason. Simply click on it and whatever you want to title it, best stove in the world. Now whoever's viewing your tour, when they click on that little icon, they'll be able to see what you label it as, which is best stove in the world. So you could do that for outlets, microwaves, the refrigerator, the window, whatever the case may be. So you have quite a few options there when you're taking these 3D tours, especially with the Matterport. So that's the 3D tour. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next video.